しにまるで押しつぶされて、どこにも逃げられない、ひたすらあがきながら、だけど諦めない、瓦礫の底に埋もれた希望のかけらたち、きっとこの手で見つけ出すさ、世界を変えるためにファイティング自分の道を信じたものだけがいつか輝ける、命の限り神にも逆らい戦い続ける不屈の魂たちよ、ファイティング祈るよりもただ求められるのは前へと進む心、 教えてくださいその美しい顔や声を知るたびにもっと鮮やかにそっと私の心が壊れてく
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. We are back with DNA of the Soul, and instead of recording or learning about the video game that we're covering this week, I've decided that we are going to hold a co-working stream, both to premiere the newest episode of Day Hour, composed by Sayla, and to show off. I guess I could premiere the Mario Kart episode too, huh? I mean, if it has your seal of approval. Alternatively, we might get Matt on here later. Play some Kirby.
Sure.
Excellent. Then let's start with our main event here. Where did I hide it? Dang it. There it is. I swear I was getting stream ready before we started. But then my dinner was too hot. And I had to wait for my mouth to calm down. Then I need to go here.
JJ burned his steak.
That's not true. I did something which somebody up in heaven is definitely giving me a side eye for. I air fried it. And if that makes anybody turn off the stream right now, I totally understand. I also believe I am a godless heathen for that. But don't worry, I am paying for my sins actively. What did I do with the dang? I got it. No, I don't got it. Why can't I just have stuff where it makes sense for it to be? That one. There it is. Found it. I gotta get better organized. Why can't I open this with code? There it is. And I replace this with that. That's not the same. I know how HTML works. I'm a smart boy. Okay. I did it. It is done.
Night. Magic night.
Not tonight. That's Friday night. Friday Night Magic.
You are listening to NCR 440, servicing every state and most territories of our great republic. Before we switch you over to local programming, I'd like to quickly summarize this statement from the NCR Department of Defense regarding rumors of enclave sightings in the newly annexed Sunnyvale region of the former Washington state. What was reported to be possible enclave remnants spotted on the small island of Mercer, located about 20 miles east of the township of Oasis, were actually just a flock of seagulls. It seems the birds had somehow ended up in a sludge pond located near an old tire recycling facility located in the center of the island. Their feathers, now coated in sticky filth, had bits of old scrap metal stuck to them. It appears the locals thought that they were possibly soldiers in power armor. So, to summarize, there have been no sightings of any Enclave personnel in almost 35 years, and no sightings of members of the Brotherhood of Steel in NCR-held territory in nearly a decade. Any reports to the contrary are merely cases of mistaken identity, perhaps not as silly as the Mercer Island incident, but incorrect regardless. That ends our morning news report.
Well, that's
Stay tuned now for your local broadcast affiliate. This has been Nathan Fence, the voice of New California News Radio, signing off. God bless you, and God bless the NCR.
You are listening to Radio Free Oasis, Sunnyvale's only source for news and entertainment. Stay tuned for Day Hour with Sunlight.
Welcome Day Hour with Sunlight. Sun real excite for what have for you today. But first Sun needs say apology to Spirit Box listeners. Sun and last Day Hour promise. Keep tell story of Bear Tribe creation, but have very special guest today in Spirit Box room, and it not just squeak toy. In Spirit Box today with Sun is Ranger Maze. Say hello, Spirit Box listener, please.
Thank you for the introduction, son, though you never have quite gotten my code name right. Well, I'm Veteran Ranger John Walker, codenamed Iroquois. Son calls me Maze because she thinks my code name is a strange way to say ear of corn, or so Krug tells me.
Son not know about all that, but Ranger Maze here today, make straight records, before go to land of sand and light. Let's start beginning before Ranger Maze become Ranger Maze. Can tell Sun and Spirit Box listeners what do.
My life before the Army wasn't really all that interesting. Was just another troubled kid in the hub, shoplifting where I could just to get by. Not an uncommon story, really. Back then, things were pretty tough out there. Well, they still are, but at least in some places it's better than it was before.
Ranger Maze used take thing not belong to him? Don't Ranger Maze plant death seed and people do that thing in Water Tribe?
I suppose it is a bit ironic, but that's life for you, son. A series of unexpected bends in the road, and before you know it, everything's been twisted upside down. I would have probably ended up like Slippery Steve or that trash Jeremy Springer if I hadn't met an old bounty hunter by the name of Stephen Randall. He told me that if I didn't mend my ways, the barrel of his .44 Magnum would someday end up pressed against the back of my head. He was a cold son of a bit. Excuse me. Forgot where I was a moment. He was a cold person, son. Didn't take his bounties in alive. Too much work, he'd say. Easier just to put a bullet in them. Looking back now, he was correct about that, but it didn't make him right.
What mean? If he correct, how he not right?
Well, it's a bit complicated, son. Just because it's easy to kill a man doesn't always mean it's the right thing to do. There were times early on when I wondered if I'd made the right decision putting someone down. I still do, from time to time. But I've also seen cannibals, slavers, and worse. I rest easy at night knowing I've done all I can to make this world ever so slightly safer. Sorry for getting a little heavy there. Not really used to talking about this kind of stuff, but this is the last time I'll have a chance to be on your show. Guess I got a little carried away.
That okay, Ranger Maze. We pick up where we leave off. Was tell Sun how you meet Randall and decide mend ways.
That's right. That was back in 2250. So I was around 18 years old when he took me under his wing. He taught me how to shoot, how to track a man across the wasteland, how to be patient and wait for your opportunity. I was a bounty hunter for about 2 years when a recruiter for the NCR Armed Forces approached me. At the time, I thought I had a kid on the way.
Ranger Maze make offspring?
Well, I thought I would. It's a long story, son. One I'd rather not get into more than I have to. Let's leave it at, I thought I was going to have a kid. That's why I joined up in the first place. My performance in basic training was good enough to fast-track my career. I could have become an officer like Holderman, but most officers spend their careers in a cushy office, doing piles of paperwork and drinking fancy wines with the upper crust. I think I would have preferred the 44 to the head to that kind of life. So I joined the Rangers and found myself shipped off to the irradiated sands of Baja, the area down south of the Republic proper.
Oh, Sun know that place. Get voices of underworld on Spirit Box talk about land of sickening sand. It not good place be, right? Why Bear Tribe send Ranger Maze there?
I suppose that would still be considered classified information, but I can say that it's not a good place to be. No, radioactive sandstorms, dunes the size of mountains, sand ghouls that would lie buried in the sand, waiting for someone to walk over them. Then they'd grab them and drag them down into the sand. Broiling during the day, freezing at night, and all sorts of nasty mutants, the likes of which I hope to never see again.
Sun hear Bear Tribe go there find old world vault made of gold. That true?
Who's to say? All I can tell you is that I never saw anything like that. Just sand, mutants, and lots of good men and women killed while chasing fairy tales. One of the happiest days of my life was when I was finally transferred out of that hell. My first tour duty was over. 5 long years. Could have got out then, but, well, by that time I didn't have anything left. The Rangers were all I had. When I signed up for my second tour, I was assigned to an out-of-the-way little territory called Sunnyvale, far to the north of nowhere. I suppose the NCR wanted to box the Brotherhood of Steel in. By that time, the hostilities between the Brotherhood and the NCR had started in earnest. We'd added technology captured from the Enclave during the war to our arsenal. And, well, I suppose the Brotherhood didn't take too kindly to that.
Papa Krug used be member of Metal Tribe. That how you mean, right? You kill all Metal Tribe in the Metal Cave in land of ice and snow, and when Papa Krug get back, you fight him naked for 3 days till you both so sleepy not bother fight anymore?
I don't know what kind of stories Krug's been telling you, but no, that's not how we met. When I first arrived at Outpost Riverback, your mother, Madeline, was the doctor at Oasis. Your father was just a warrior back then, always finding some reason to head into town, even though the tribe elder, Flocks with Ravens, had forbidden tribals from getting too close to the ruins of the city. Flocks with Ravens was a bit of an old curmudgeon, never had a kind word to say about anything. Hated old world ruins with a passion. Your father, Krug, was different. He always seemed fascinated by the things the people back before the war had built. I guess you could say he was a bit of a progressive, wanting to find some
Best viewer stream
cooperation
boo.
with the forming city
Remove the
rather
space
than
at
shun them.
J1L7
So you
on.
and Papa Krug just meet in Water Tribe?
How we met had to do with you, son. Well, kind of. You see, back then, there were worries that remnants of the Enclave may have made their way northward. One day, my team was assigned to investigate an old vault, the one down south by the old cannery.
That's a broken vault. Son no place. Not allowed go, but son know that Red Metal Tribe go there lots.
Yeah, the Washington Brotherhood does hang out around there quite a bit. Not sure why. The place was cleaned out years ago. Anyway, it was me, Petrichor, and Werewolf. We'd arrived only to find the door was still sealed tight. We were discussing using charges to try to blow a hole in the superstructure when your mom and dad showed up. Turns out, Krug was out hunting geckos, and Madeline had joined him. Looking back, it's pretty obvious they were on a date. Anyway, Krug showed us an old tunnel, a little way east of the vault entrance, where geckos had made a nest. Seems someone had already had the idea to blow a hole in the structure, because there one was, pretty as can be. We all went inside, clearing out the geckos, and that's how I met Krug, at least. No big naked fight, just lots of gecko guts.
That good story too. But how son part of Ranger Maze and Papa Krug meet?
That's a story your dad'll have to tell you someday. We may have had our disagreements over the years, but I made him and your mom a promise that I intend to keep. Sorry, son.
That sound mean it almost time and day hour for today. Have any final things say before go Ranger Maze?
Yeah, son, I never had kids of my own. Life happens, but I've watched you grow up, son. From a baby with a couple of tufts of cerulean hair to a young lady with hair down to her knees. You never let the prejudices about tribals get you down, and now you're the voice of Sunnyvale. You're like the daughter I never had. I'll miss you, son. No amount of Vegas booze and hookers will make me forget the time we've spent together.
Son not know what say. Thank you, Papa Maze joined son for day hour. Stay on Spirit Box. Hear some sounds of Underworld.
One last thing, Slipper Steve. Hope you like the taste of polished metal, because before I go to New Vegas, I'm putting your jet-dealing ass in the dirt. That's a promise.
Day hour not support that kind talk. Till next time, sunset.
It'll be fine.
You have been listening to Radio Free Oasis, a subsidiary of NCR 440. We will now be ending our broadcast day. Stay tuned as we patch into New California News Radio. We'll be back tomorrow morning with your local broadcast station.
Cool. Papa Maze, huh? Ear of Corn. I liked Ear of Corn. He's got a grittiness to
And that
him.
was that.
Did you have fun making it?
Yeah, but no more episodes this month, sadly.
We will find a way to survive. All right. Video is currently uploading to YouTube. I'm excited. It's been a while since we've had an episode go up. And this is probably the closest we've had to a professional quality video thus far. Sayla gave it the auspicious title of 2012 YouTube quality. So that means that we're like the guy from the third place meme who's way too excited to be there because he made the podium. That's us right now. We're getting out the wine and the booze and try not to think about how it took 2 months to make. We did good. Next on the docket after Mario Kart, I have a couple I could work on. I think the one that I want to produce most, though, is probably... Actually, what is the next? A Warcraft 3 episode. I don't have the sound recording. I will check my inbox. Okay, we need to put on some tunes, I think. Let's see. That's good. There we go. That's not it. That one? I think it's that one, but it's not showing. Ah. It's frustrating when it does this. That's the entire program. None of these are correct. Well. Y'all just have to believe me that it's copyright-free music. Because it is. I think I'm gonna have this video come out. I think I'll actually save it for Friday's stream. Have it come out at noon. Noon or 11? Let's go with 11. 11 on Friday. There. Cool. Uh-oh. As it turns out, YouTube does not care for me using the songs that we do in our openers, Sayla. Although they only flagged, I think, 2 videos with it. Our streams on YouTube have double-digit views.
I imagine they don't know.
However, we do not have any strikes or anything. So, that's the good news. So at 11 on Friday, the Mario Kart video is going to go up. We will stream at 7, and that should be fun. I'm always concerned what I should put on the background when I'm doing stuff like this. I could just put up the video making process. I don't know how watchable that would be. Also, I need to find the audio because I literally can't make the video until I have that. What else do I have in my backlog after Mario Kart? Well, they changed how Discord search works. This is terrible. Utterly terrible. Oh. And they removed the from. Why did they remove the from filter? Do they hate me? How am I supposed to find anything now? Yo, they straight up removed the from filter. Oh, that's not good. That's gonna make life a lot harder. And it also makes Discord significantly less usable. reached August. There are the ace holder lines. They are Projectron. This is ancient stuff. We recorded Mario Kart over the summer, didn't we? I don't have the audio for after Mario Kart. At least I don't have it organized well enough. Like I have all the various files, but I'm not seeing. I think. Let me check the script order. Crash Bandicoot Sims, which I have Sims, but it's not done. So I'm supposed to do the audio for that. Then we had episode 19, which was Castlevania Symphony of the Night. No. It should have been Warcraft. Sayla, do you still have the Warcraft audio? Oh, I don't even see the Warcraft script here. Or was it a... I have time.
What episode would it be?
I believe it would be episode... It would be episode 19, although I think it might have been DNA of the Heart. I have Pikmin. Art Pikmin, Sims, Kirby Superstar, Eggman X, Super Metroid, Castlevania. And I have the pictures that I took during that recording. I don't have the script itself, so I'm kind of losing my mind. We also did the DNA of the corpse on multiverses. So Mario Kart was episode 18. So the next episode I should be working on is episode 19. That's Sonic 2. As file. How many pages of results? 53? Does my phone still support the old way of Discord searching? Please. Uh-oh. There it is. From JJ. Oh, I have to use usernames. That's annoying. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, that doesn't work either. Hmm. Okay, here we go. Okay, now where is Big Man X? Which one's this one? $6.25. Just tell me what the name of the file is. Episode 19. Did I just flat out overwrite it? Okay. DNA the corpse, yes, I see that. What was before that? That's Sims. What have I done? I have a Sims corpse. What the hell happened to Warcraft? And there's Mega Man X. So, did I distribute it manually? Am I a mouth breather? This is like June. Kicked a ball. Tamriel rebuilt. That's when we first got into streaming. I mean, Warcraft 3 script. I found it. It was written by Joe. That's why I don't have it. This is another one where...
Are you sure it was recorded?
Straight up. It would have been recorded in late March. Let me check my... Now that I have a date, let me check to make sure if I have it or not. Check by date. I have a recording from 3/27. Wait. That's Persona. It would have been on vocal. In the Corpse Podcast, episode 1. Oh no. Where's my external drive? Co-working, co-panicking. So once I attach this drive, my computer's gonna not have a fun time. But it went. Crash Bandicoot. Morrowind, Fallout, Katamari. Ew. Voice recordings. Those are from last year. Oh. I have a recording from the 2nd of April. Let me see if it's this one. Sweet pain in my ear. I really hope my mic didn't pick any of that up. Nope. That one. Not that either. Or that. Put it in snip. About this. Is there an actual recording for what? That's Mario Kart. What the hell? Where the... Huh? I'm losing my mind. I don't have...
I don't think it was ever recorded.
Or we did something profoundly stupid and we did not invite Craig. But I swear I remember doing things in the right order for that recording. Because I took the pictures. No, I definitely recorded it because I took the pictures as we were recording. But I must have lost the recording. Oh, Joe, I'm so sorry. New Vegas stuff. Stuff from 2024. Could it be unorganized? Could I have installed it myself? Please? 3. No. Not that. Okay, maybe a more productive question is what do you have after Mario Kart? So I have a recording from 625, I have one from 725. I have one from 910. And then I have Pikmin's files. Is it here? No.
I have Pikeman.
I have Pikmin. Okay. The one after Mario Kart and Warcraft was the DNA of the Corpse episode. Do we want to edit
Heck.
that?
Man.
Is that something we're interested in upload? So I swear I got at least one recording
Pikeman.
after that. It's definitely saying Pikeman. Alright, let's try something else. Could I have put it in the wrong folder? There's the Mega Man X audio. There was a file from... yeah, okay. Do I not have a Castlevania one? There's my Castlevania footage that I took. Let me see. I have several recordings. Okay. This is Crash. Okay, that one's Crash. Then we have... presumably this one's Mario Kart. No, it's not. This it? And another subcomputers today. Found it. I found it. I'm a genius. Actually, Sayla's the genius, because Sayla's the one that recorded it and doesn't even know she edited it. Holy cow, we are good. We are so good. We are so good, in fact. Cannot put into words how good we are. I have tagged it. Thank God for Discord. Or that would be gone forever. Oh. This is why we have so many redundant backups. We're getting smarter. We didn't lose one. We didn't lose one. I'm so... Yeah. Oh, my thing fell down. I got it. I have the recording. There it is. Let's see. And then after that, I have... That's Mario Kart. And then I have... And I also found the DNA of the Corpse episode. Which I did skip over Warcraft originally. Trying to get out Mario Kart relative to the release of the system. And we were only... Yeah, only like 5 months off, you know. Don't despair, don't despair, don't despair, don't despair, don't despair. New folder. Multiverses. Okay. And now I am set up for the next 2 episodes. More or less. Do you really not remember recording? I mean, if not, I mean... It was 6 months ago. But yes, you did record... You did edit for us both a Warcraft 3 episode and a Multiverses one. And then I have one, which I think is Castlevania.
I guess I don't remember.
Be looking into Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Okay, so this is Symphony of the Night. Thank you, Santa Claus. Always happy to have you here on the stream. Okay. So I now have Castlevania under recording. I have Warcraft 3 under recording, and I have Multiverses under recording. I think...
JJ does not dream of Santa Claus.
Oh, apparently I don't. Sorry to say. I'm sure I'll watch it someday. Okay, so... Corpse or Warcraft 3? I think I'd rather do Warcraft 3 because that was something Joe wanted. I mean, so was Mario Kart, but... whatever. I'm gonna do the multiverses episode next. Since Warcraft 3 isn't going anywhere, but multiverses is becoming less relevant by the day. Alright, there are those. I would like to design the overlay. So I'm going to show my GIMP, which is not something I am particularly happy to say, but that's just what they named this image program. Awesome. That's not the right one. Again. There we go. Here's the title card for Mario Kart. How is it? Just get good. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. Literally all you have to do. Alright, so we're gonna be creating the overlay with our images. I know you said it was too early for eggnog by like a week, but I still bought some.
Lurking.
Okay.
Nara
Totally
lurks.
chill. That is totally cool. I want it to be perfect circle. There we go. And I want to take an example frame from... I want to show our overlay in the background. Do I have any screen caps of us streaming? No, why would I have something like that? That would be far, far too logical for somebody like me. Just gotta pop open the video and grab one, I guess. Where's my Google Drive? Can I really not full screen it from here? Wait, I'm being dumb. I have this video on my PC. There it is. So let me find one where they're flashed in on both sides. I will say I had a lot of fun with the cut-ins. Like representing people on either side of the screen simultaneously and having them cut in when they did during the cast. That all felt pretty good. Anywhere in here should have one. don't see any. Because it jumps forward by illogical. Whatever, I'll just take this picture of Joe being sad. Okay, copy. Paste. Look at that, there's something on the screen now. Hooray. Close enough. So, overlay where people will sit. Let's make this its own layer. So I want us to have, we're gonna have like 4 circles. Something like, I don't think that's it. How about something like this? I could also put them in the middle of the screen. Like, that. Or, I actually don't hate the middle option. Although I feel like putting them there just makes the stuff in the background irrelevant. What about like... What about something like 2 coming slanted on the left and 2 slanting down on the right? So like this minus... So those there, and then... How about that? So they're kind of like dressing on the left and right sides of the screen. Okay. Which size do I want? Layer. These are the general spaces. Remove 3 of them. Selection. And when Kai's around, we can have him fill in that bubble, and when he's not, then... Okay. So that's the general idea. Now I'm just gonna stick these where they... Damn it, I need a ruler. Yeah, it's never gonna be. Bring it down here though. The two. You come down. That. That's not quite right. Damn it. You know the hardest thing about being a cat owner? Dogs understand when you're mad at them. Cats understand too, they just don't care. Okay, that's 238, huh? 236, more like, I guess. Versus 1920 minus 236. $16.84. I wonder if Anne Shirley learned to do this in college. He needs to go out further. $16.36. $19.20 minus $16.36. $284. Huh. Mm-hmm. 284 degrees. Be right there. Okay, so it'll be there. That sure doesn't look even to me. Is that even? It says it's even. The math says it's even. I guess it's even. Just gonna have to trust. Fortunately. And then we'll go off of the border. The other two. You down here. Reminds me of velours. It's not. Right, where's this guy? The edge. 68. It's 1920 minus 68. 1852. Oh, still not getting up, cat. 1852. Perfection. Dang, it was almost there already, wasn't it? Not quite. There we go. Do I want him on the inner or the outer? Let's put him on the inner. I think that sounds better. They are now perfectly evenly spaced. Okay. I sure wish there was an easier way to get rid of all the guides I've set up, but unfortunately GIMP doesn't let you do things like right-click on guides. Okay, take out the guides. Okay. So we have our 4 little domes where they live. Okay. Let's kill that, and then select. I want the PNG tubers. I want the emotes. Have decisions. Have choices. Do I want the mouth open or mouth shut? I think mouth open's probably correct. Although, wouldn't it be so cool if they could just be animated? That requires a level of structure we do not currently possess. Someday, maybe. Oh, not you, the new one. Ah. Ah. I'm surrounded by cats. It is my cross to bear. So, did we figure out our lore? I remember having like an outline of it. Did I ever communicate the full thing to you? Stupid Matt and his stupid fat head. He is too big. Oh,
Something about Matt having a head.
No, it wasn't that. It was that we are a spacefaring crew that visits many underdeveloped worlds to do research on games and the different kinds of games that cultures create. And that Sailor Rabbit's people are just starting to learn what it means to not be hunted all the time. Just like how real rabbits, when they're in captivity, you have to play with them. They don't need it in the wild. Now you've got like a whole planet of bunnies that need to learn how to not go crazy from living indoors. Because they're all civilized and stuff now. Although I have no earthly idea how to, like, communicate that into a traumatic incident that needed resolving. That leads Sailor Rabbit to join up with the crew of the DNA something. The DNA of the soul. That's definitely the ship's name, by the way. The ship is the DNA of the soul. Or maybe it's the syringe. I like the syringe. Drink selection by food. Yeah, that's probably correct. It's not exactly what I was hoping for, but you know, we're here. Control, invert, delete everything that's not Matt's fat head. Yeah, that's fine, I think. It works for him. Matt, if you're on the stream, you have a fat head. Okay, now tuck this behind him and fill her up with liquid goop. There we go. Is that like what you were imagining?
Yeah, sort of.
Here, wait for it to zoom out. We can really see how it looks. Alright, Matt's DNA acquired. Next. He's gonna be Joe. And they go across from me because they're always giving me shit. While Matt has undeniably a fat head, Joe has stupendously huge shoulders. Like, damn. Why are they so big? How do I want to do this? She leaps. I feel like I just wind up restoring this. Yeah. I'm just supposed to invert this and then delete the stuff off of Joe. There we go. There we go. Well, you gave me sort of. What does sort of mean? I secretly have the fattest head of all. And there's not a way on God's earth that I'm fitting in that little bubble. Holy shizballs. They're like way smaller than the other twos. It's definitely smaller than Matt's. Actually, not that much. Not by that much. That works, I guess. Send him to Detroit. No, no, not Detroit, no! I do gotta scoot him up a lot, though. With the match. And that means we're gonna have to kill off a lot of ears. Sad. Watch as I do the Van Gogh. Okay, I need to not finish that joke, I think. I'm sorry, I can't help it. Intrusive thoughts come into my mind and they have to be released. Alright, shrink this another 4. And then invert, and then let the horrificness begin. Ow. And then last of all is Kai. I was gonna say, Kai's doesn't really talk. Because his is just like a figure. Like it just kind of vibes. Click off. Scale. But other than Sayla, who functions as the navigator and administrative assistant, I can use that word too. The other members of the crew are often competing against the captain of the ship. Whenever they reach a new planet and whatever games it has, they all have to compete with him, trying to prove themselves as better gamers than game masters than he is. I don't know, game master sounds kind of hyper nerdy. Competitors? Better competitors than he is. What do they call them? The Olympics. They're called Olympians. Is that significantly huger? Yeah, that is way bigger. Hold on. Gotta, well, I mean, how much bigger does it need to be? I guess I can target the shoulders. I always have this problem with Kai's avatar. It's just so much bigger than the others. The proportions on it are all wonky. There we go. Maybe? No, it's still too big. That's the spice. Not that far. Like there. Yes, that. Enough you can see the underside of the bat. Actually, dang, it doesn't really fit. Oh no. Oh god. It doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. Whatever. Close enough. Alpha. Drink. Invert. And delete. And there they are. The lovable bump kisses. Now let me just attach the circles, their owners. And we'll have something functional. Okay, so merge down there. Merge down here. Merge down, or is that real? Yeah, that's real. Okay. Merge down here. And is that it? Is that everything? Nope. Me. Yes, honey, I hear you. I know how badly you want to eat. 1, 2, 3, 4. There, we have the 4 Nimrods. And that's how they'll look when they're all interspersed on the video. Content. Is that what you had in mind, Sayla?
It looks good.
Yeah. Alright, I'm going to take a quick break. Feed my lovable Scrumbo here. Say hi to the nice people, girl. No, you get back here. What's up? Oh, I'm back. I need to make copies of this. On overlays. Full cast. Go bailed. Now Joe. No Kai. The absolute state of our podcast. Freshman. And Nomad. The rarest missing cast member, I will note. Matt has been pretty ride or die the whole time, and I appreciate that. Do I make one that's just me? I guess I should make one that's just me, too. When I have to do, like, edit cuts and stuff. Oh. Okay. Finally. Does Sailor want one? Although I don't have videos for Hebrews. Let's see. Actually, I don't think I have.
That's
this...
okay.
I don't think I just have an image of your model talking. Good get. Wait, yes I do. We used it for your Boogie. Well, that is an image that definitely exists. Just getting it. Anyway. Any trouble with these? Well, I guess during... So, like, let me try putting this on stream real quick. If my mouse will do what I say. This is the problem with using a USB extender. Sometimes it goes a little wonky. So let's see. Overlays. That means I need one without myself. Ah. Or as JJ. Okay. Now. Add source. There's one image. Yeah, image. Pass. That one? Hey, it works. Look at him. Hanging out. Staring into space. The vacant expressions. I know copyright music wound up being weirdly Christmassy. Alright. I'll add these to the next video. I'll add a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I believe we had full cast for this one. Full cast, and then I want to add the overlays that we use for stream. I think is under streamer junk. Yep. That here. Someday I will have a fully exportable setup in OBS that I can just transfer between projects. And then I don't have something that just puts the DNA logo where it goes on stream. I have the actual image, of course. But I don't have like an overlaid version of it. It's fine. Something I can add in post easily. Okay. So now, if I add all these elements together, create new timeline. Main video. There it is. And apply that. Apply that. Apply. Here, let me give you a look at what we're doing here. Add source. Window capture. DaVinci. I don't know how well this is gonna work out. It might just break everything. That's not what I wanted. There has to be an OBS plugin that actually spawns the elements where you tell OBS you want to spawn them. Okay, there we go. Look at that. We got them. And I can get rid of them here because I don't need them. Overlays. I probably won't use it much though. Cool. There we go. Art and science. Now I just need to fill this with gameplay footage from a game that's been dead for a year. Saley, you want to play some Multiverses? It'll be like old times.
It's dead.
It's pretty dead. Well, then what should I put here? Should I just put, like, a looping gif of, like, smoke rising from a burned out building or something? The easiest video I ever made. Can't use the word kill in a YouTube title.
A dead planet labeled Multiverses.
A dead planet labeled Multiverses. We can do that. Rotating dead planets. This is like what I want. Not spinning. $80 for AI generated slop. Dead planet rotating on green screen. Yeah, it sounds like me. Do I want to pay $80 for the Multiverses video? $80 more than I ever spent on the game. Wait, no. Looks like Free Green HD's got our back. Hell yeah. Support your local free asset creators. They're the heroes that the world needs to have. Or something. I have to unplug my drive. I cannot use my mouse and have it plugged in at the same time. And we found the videos, so like, hooray. I had a question. How do you feel about us re-recording the Pokemon video over Christmas break?
That is if the others can.
My assumption was at some point they're both going to be over here at my place. You know, I can't remember the last time I hung out with him just to hang out with him. That's sad. Where is the disconnect? I want to disconnect it. I want to eject. Where is eject? Fine, you're gonna make me do it the hard way, are you? Later. There. Where did I put the command again? General assets? General assets. ITDLP. Why did I do that? Nobody on Twitch needs to worry about what those characters I just said means. It's fine. Everything's fine. Don't gotta worry about a thing. Totally fine. Now we take this out of here, move it to here, then move from here into there. Okay. Here's this, and now I just want to extend it forever. That sounded awful. Oh, that's the audio from the video. Where exactly does it go away? Out of here. Out of this house.
We
Oh.
at Well, it's bedtime, JJ. Enjoy the rest of the stream.
Will do. Thanks for joining us. This will be the Dead Planet labeled Multiverses. Although it needs to go under the others. Thanks for joining us. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There we go. Even higher than that. I realize I have to move this up just so that Vinci doesn't do something weird. There we go. Oh, now I'm sad. I made myself sad. Aw. Oh, that's so sad. It's dead. It's gone. It's just dead. I'm gonna figure out how to remove the green screen from this, and then I'm gonna call it a night. Ah. Anyone watching this ever working on a major video game? Don't do what they did with Multiverses. Please. Please have more respect for your consumers, yourself, and the company you work for. Don't do what they did. You can do so much better. Anyway, now I need to apply effects to this thing. Where is it? Color. I've done this before. That's right, key. I need to key it. What are these things? None of these are the tools I'm supposed to have here. Then under this, like open FX overlay, and then it's no, it's open FX overlay. And then where is it? There we go. Effects. Can't click on effects. Why can't I click on effects? Open the effects overlay. Holy cow, I'm getting a lot of audio options I don't want. If I look like I know what I'm doing, it's all an illusion. Everything I can do with this software is entirely self-taught. And I am just as liable to forget something as I am to learn it. Oh god, it's up here. No, I don't want you to be up here. You should be down here where you normally are. There we go. There we go. There we go. Good, we got it. Holy cow. Where's the key? I don't want transitions. I want a key. I know it's this, and then I forget what I'm supposed to do after this. I thought it was you click up here. Do I have to go out in here for it? My kingdom to be able to start this. None of these are it. I'm struggling mightily. Mm. I'm in Fusion. This is it. This is where it's supposed to be. I'm supposed to turn that on. I'm supposed to click this. And then open Infusion page. But this doesn't have what is it? Emitter. There's supposed to be like a little wand I click on. Guess I gotta watch a tutorial video. Oh, okay. That's... Oh, I'm upset with myself. Yeah, I knew this. No, that's not right. Isn't it though? Then what do I do with it? Is it in here? No, it's definitely in here. I'm supposed to be able to click on it and... Dang it. This is it. This is where I needed to be. I was right. But I'm missing... Nothing else can be here when I'm doing this? What did I do? What did I break? Why is it broken? An effects overlay. This is it. This is it. This is it. Yet it's not. Crazy? There it is. There it is. There. The appropriate amount. What's the appropriate amount? I had like perfect one time. Never again. There we go. There we go. That's how I zoom in and out. See? I made it so I can't loop my footage. Oh wait, no, that's Control Slash. Control Slash makes it loop. Except for it's not. It's not looping it. It's not looping it at all. It's looping everything in DaVinci. Does that mean I need to make this thing itself loopable? I don't know if that's gonna work the way I want it to. I just want one clip to be loopable. There we go. We did it. We did it, team. We saved the universe. And by that I mean we violently killed poor Rain Dog. I'm big dumb. I already knew how to do this. I've been doing it for a long time. I can just insert it forever. Although maybe this is not the most efficient thing anybody ever saw. There we go. I just need a few more. All done. That's like perfect. I want like Comic Sans because we are making fun of it. I also want to reduce the speed quite a bit. Does the speed increase if I stretch it out? I don't seem to be able to extend it. There we go. Ooh, I already have an idea how I can do that. This'll be cool. This'll work. This'll work well. Alright. I can't wait to figure out what I'm gonna do with this video. It's like... Yeah, it's 40 minutes long. That'll be a ride. Alright, thank y'all for joining me. Given it's just me, I think we're gonna go raid Asu. See how he's doing. Ciao.